Yeah. Oh.
What?
FFS.
For fuck's sake.
Final Fantasy X. Oh,
For
it's
fuck's sake.
What? Oh, that?
Don't worry, we're back, everybody. We're here to make the stream great again.
I hear a duck outside.
Sounds like a dying duck.
Yeah. Alright, let's get this shit rolling here like a good old dung beetle.
Alright, you start, Billy.
Alright, so my first...
Hold on, we haven't even introed. I don't have the chat up here yet.
My first topic here is...
What do you mean first? You fuck.
I don't want to go first when we start, you
I don't want to go
dickweeds.
first either.
Well, Brett's going last, so rock, paper, scissors.
Brett's like, what? The fuck?
Alright, well, fine.
It's like, we determined this?
care.
Rock, paper, scissors, ready? One and done, bitch.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors. I win.
No, that's the rock, paper, scissors punch. I can talk.
Okay, so rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
And that's it.
And that's it.
That's
no best
done.
2 out of 3.
No.
So on
All
shoot,
in.
we go.
One shot.
One
all
shot.
you got.
All you
shot.
got.
If you tie, I go first.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ready?
I always throw rock.
Go rock.
That's my secret.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes.
I didn't think you were gonna fucking throw rock.
I thought you were gonna trick me and then throw.
Paper.
No, you were like you were gonna. I thought really deep into this. I thought you were gonna be like throw rock, so then you threw paper, so then I was gonna throw scissors, but then I was like, what if he actually throws rock? Then I get fucked over. So I said, fuck it, I'll do rock.
Wow, Billy.
That was what I thought.
Billy, it's 9/11. Never forget.
John did not know.
Confirmed.
Everybody else have a moment of silence for 9/11.
I gotta show you guys this screen.
Gosh damn it,
It was
Billy.
the moment.
Oh wait, you better
In
right now.
this moment.
Let's
You
do.
want right now?
All right, yeah. Let's have a moment of silence right now. Gosh damn it, Billy.
Yes.
Billy Hinckley, everybody. Guy always ruins 9/11.
No.
I mean, it was only ruined once.
Wow.
It's true. It was a fine day before.
It was a fine day beforehand. Everything was going as normal, and then all of a sudden, a plane runs into a building.
I gotta show you guys this crazy,
My head hurts.
this crazy Twitter feed.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I like Twitter.
All right, Dick. Didn't ask your infinity, but
Did you have to call him a dick?
all right, Dick. You want
Rainbow Kaleidoscope. It's got a point. It was fine until. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wait. What are we talking about?
Would you
podcast.
wait for the Can I just show you this first before we introduction? Please,
Mhm.
please. Christ! Nothing ever goes my way around here.
Billy.
Once you get the Billy show lifted and piloted, then we'll talk.
All right. This man got this put on his phone. He just received this voicemail.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
So it's the military words.
Yeah.
I was spelling
So
out
if you-
something.
Yeah, yeah. I was
So,
gonna say.
so.
Sorry, Jesus.
You can call me Billy. I'm off hours.
Jesus, never off hours. He's always in your heart.
Amen, brother.
It's just that's the Cavs.
LeBron.
LeBron James.
So what's it spell, Billy?
He's looking at
If the fucking thing would load.
What's the numbers mean, Mason? The numbers!
Are you guys excited for Black Ops 4?
I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I played Infinity Wars. It's kind of fun.
You played
Infinity Wars is terrible.
Yeah.
Infinity Wars is
You played
terrible.
Marvel and
No, I played.
Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, sorry.
Infinite
No, I'm just kidding.
You know what was terrible? Ghost was terrible.
Are you? I liked the story for Ghosts.
This bitch said I liked the story for Ghost.
I don't know. I haven't
I'm
played
about to
Ghost.
smack the fuck out of you.
Alright, so this is what it says. It says, danger, SOS, it is dire for you to evacuate, be cautious, they are not human, and then gave coordinates and then said SOS, danger, SOS. On this man's thing. So then this kid went all out and he put the coordinates into Google Maps and it was the exact landing of the Malaysian air flight that crashed
Oh God.
like 3 years ago or 2
Yeah.
years ago. And it was a black box recording that planes record when they're going down.
Yeah.
And then give the coordinates of where they're going down.
Oh shit.
So.
I hate these.
And then there was the night that he got the message on his phone. There was a bunch of solar flares and solar things. So that's probably why it got put onto his phone, because it was being interfered and shit. Yeah. And then so somebody was like, if these black box recordings match the voicemail, are you saying the Malaysia Flight 370 encountered something? Not a human.
Diaz hasn't disappeared, right?
I watched that at 2 a.m. the other night. It was a terrible decision.
If anybody doesn't know that.
Alright, go ahead, do your stupid intro, you fuck.
Feel that shit.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
Feel that shit. Feel that shit.
Can you do the intro?
Feel that shit. Feel that shit.
Maybe it's a new theme song.
Hey, welcome
John,
to Wait, What Are We Talking
write
About?
it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast, episode 17, live on March 17th on twitch.tv/Enigma9011. Today I'm joined by Big John and Billy Hinckley. Today on the stream.
Why do you gotta use my last name?
I don't know.
Fucking
Billy,
people are gonna
sorry.
be looking up me now.
Yeah,
You know what?
looking
You know what?
Bill,
Use my
the
last
funk
name.
soul brother, John Danke.
Yeah, now you can look me up.
That's a danky list.
Where we bring a topic of conversation to the table and we talk about it for you guys. Everybody brings a topic. I already said that. You can catch it live over on twitch.tv/Enigma9011 like you are right now on the first and third Saturdays of each and every month. If you don't catch it live, you can catch the VOD on Twitch, or you can catch it anytime you want over on youtube.com. Search Enigma9011 and it will be edited down for your amusement.
And viewing pleasure.
Exactly. Pleasure.
Pleasure.
You're disgusting.
I mean, I don't know. And another perk of watching it live is you can join in the chat like you are right now, like Later Killer Bunny is, Rainbow Kaleidoscope, Pancake Bay, Dio was, anybody else, and you can join in the conversation.
I'm still in it.
John was in it.
Join in the conversation and also bring up topics if we need topics.
Nice.
All right, gentlemen. So you tied in rock, paper, scissors earlier. So the stipulation was if you tied, I got to start this bad
I feel
boy
like
off.
that was rigged, though. I feel like.
What do you mean?
He
No.
told me
What
to say
do you
rock.
mean?
No, because you said you were gonna pick scissors, but then you're like, no, wait, maybe I should pick rock.
How is that lewd, Pancake?
Because then I should pick
it's
rock
really
because he's
funny.
gonna pick rock.
All
So
right.
you actually thought through a strategy.
I know.
So
Okay, fine.
so it was
Brett.
fair.
Brett, may go first.
All right.
This one's deep, guys.
So deep, you wouldn't want anybody in there.
Deeper
So-
than the Marianas Trench. No, I take that back. Deeper than Billy's ass.
Oh!
It's only so far you can go in one man's anus.
That's true. Unless you're zigging and zagging.
All right, let's not talk about that.
Okay. Anyways.
So, tell your mom I do like her Snow White wreath, though. It's pretty. Will do.
Take it off.
Throw it across the room.
Going deep, says Pancake. So my topic today, gentlemen and ladies in the chat, what up? Is motivation. What motivates you, and how do you get yourself motivated to do things? The reason I bring up this topic is because earlier in the week I had to cancel some streams because I had some things I needed to do. I wanted to organize a little bit. I have a graphics project that is due for a client coming up, and I want to do some work on that. I also need a video edit, so there were some things I needed to do, cancel stream, and Wednesday and Thursday night, I did not do much. So, I've been having this spell of non-motivation, and I would like to hear how you guys deal with that.
Do you want my real answer?
You can do whatever answer you feel like, buddy.
I wallow in the pits of agony and pain until I come out of it. That's a joke. You want to go first, Billy?
Nope.
I mean, you can just spitfire. You don't have to take turns or whatever.
Motivation. I don't know about motivation because, like, there are some times where I feel the same way, where it's like I am so unmotivated that I just don't do anything. Like, I'll be honest, my room's a fucking mess. And
my room's a mess as well.
yeah,
Pack
and
that up
like,
tonight.
and like,
Not excited for that.
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do my day off. My day off comes around. Yeah, I didn't get to it. And then I'm like, okay, I'll do it Sunday. I might have some time Sunday, but I don't know. Sunday's usually packed. But I guess like when it comes to like doing my job, I just go back and think about like I'll use car sales for example because it's a very highly motivated job that you need to have the motivation to do it. Otherwise, you're just not going to be successful. Like today, I started thinking about. I looked at every single person that was working today, and I just started really like psyching myself, like being like, I'm the best car salesman here. I'm going to outsell everybody here. Like kind of just talking myself up. And I wasn't down. I wasn't upset. But it was just kind of like, all right, I need to get myself into the mode of I'm here to make money, and the way to make money is to sell a car, whether that be stealing it from another person if I have to, or just making sure that I grab a person before somebody else does. It's kind of like I'm gonna do everything that person's not gonna do, and whether I want to do it or not, because I know I need to provide for myself. So it's kind of like I look at the end goal and I see how much is that end goal worth to me. And like I told you guys the other day when we were doing a podcast, like I want to be a pastor.
Episode 16, check it out. It's on youtube.com.
/11.
Soon. Actually, his topic is the full.
Yeah,
but.
and how also like what my goals were for the channel. Like I see those as very important, just as I do my job. So I am highly motivated to complete those tasks and get those tasks completed. Just because the fact of I see how big the potential is and I see how great the reward is. Like I'm a very big dreamer, so when I dream about something, like, oh, we're gonna be sitting in a studio one day in front of our computers, playing video games together, fooling around, playing Nerf gun
Okay,
wars.
hold on there. In front of our PCs. Fuck PC game. No, I was kidding. Sorry.
Yeah, just and playing video games together, having Nerf gun wars and having airsoft battles, or just doing stupid stuff that we just do. And, just I don't know, just some stuff that I've seen on YouTube that I've thrown ideas out that, or doing WWE stupid stuff. I don't know, but just being together and going to work every single day and just doing what we love doing. I see that. And I picture it every single day. Like when I get down, I picture like what that looks like. Like when I walk into work, it's like, all right, I want a demo. Like I told my boss the other day, I want a demo. What do I have to do to get a demo? He told me if I consistently sell 10 to 12 cars a month, he'll talk to me about getting a demo.
What's a demo?
A demo is a free vehicle that I can drive to and from work. And it's a Ford. Yeah. And it's a Ford. So instead of me driving around my Volkswagen, people are going to say, oh, he drives a Ford. Rather than, you work at a Ford dealership and you drive a Volkswagen?
Makes sense.
So it's kind of hard for me to sell right now because everyone's like, but you have a Volkswagen. Well, I couldn't afford a Ford.
Volkswagen.
So then why do you expect me to buy a Ford? So it's kind of hard.
I get you.
But it's like, I look at that goal, that end goal. It's like, all right, I got to sell 10 cars this month so I can work my way up to getting that demo. Or here, it's like, I gotta go and do this podcast so I can help spread Bret's LTS gaming stream to bigger and better things. Or I gotta help play this VR game because we're gonna get somebody in the stream that's gonna help us and send some of their viewers over. Or church, tomorrow I gotta go teach. It's 9:30. Yeah. Tomorrow I got to go teach kids, and I'm going to teach them about God. That's one step closer to becoming a pastor, and the people there seeing my teaching skills and seeing, the things that I'm actually good at. So it's like seeing the end goal and keeping it like right in front of me is my motivation. It's like the carrot and the stick. I look at the carrot. I don't see the stick. you know?
Mm.
And I just keep reaching for the carrot, and I'm going to get the carrot eventually. I know I will. It may not be in the time I want, and I may get frustrated, but I just got to remember that the process is good, and I need it, but eventually I'm going to get that carrot.
Okay. What do you do when... How do you pick yourself back up when you're just sitting there doing nothing? 'Cause that's my problem. Because I'm like, I see all the end results. I have a list of fucking endless things that I want to do, want to accomplish, and how cool it would be, or how fulfilling it would be if I completed just one thing, this would get this, one thing, this would get this, or whatever the fuck. Like, those moments where you're sitting there, like, I could be doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but I'm just, like, dead.
I sell at Morris Ford Pancake. It's in Burnt Hills.
Good. I forgot about that. I knew somebody had an input.
Billy, you want to? Because, I mean, college is pretty much all self-motivated.
He did it in college.
Did do it in
I
college.
was a pro. College pro.
I mean, I don't know. Like when I'm at college, I just use the motivation that I'm paying thousands of dollars to go there, so I should probably get up and do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then like the outside stuff, like going to the gym or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Usually people outside sources motivate me to go.
Yes, I think that would help me if I were to go to the gym.
Yeah.
It's like
outside sources. Definitely.
working out on my own is great, but I think I would need like a trainer, not like to get fucking yoked or whatever, but somebody to just be like, hey, let's do this now. Hey, let's do this now. Not like
Yeah, you know, you'd be
ripping
quite
my
honest. When I had the time, first day that I left the dealership to go to the new job, I walked into my house and Dan, my roommate, who you guys have seen once before, goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" "Nothing, I just quit my job." "Okay. Want to go lift?" "Sure." So it was the first day that I went lifting, and 2 months later, I'm benching 275 with him, keeping in par with him, and he's getting jealous because every single week my max keeps going up, and he doesn't understand why. His isn't going up any higher. So it's good to have that outside source, because once that person gets you to come and you're like, all right, yeah, I feel comfortable doing this, you then kind of have like a competition with each other, because that's what me and him were doing for a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, get you to come.
We all know that Billy has a dirty mind.
We both looked at each other. Check the tape.
Check the tape. Another thing,
Are we muted?
No, I muted the desktop audio in case anybody auto-hosts or whatever. It doesn't ruin the footage of the podcast. I did last time too.
another thing, kind of like what Billy was saying, it's like, I'm spending thousands of dollars to do this. I better get off my ass and do it. It's kind of like looking yourself in the mirror and just being like, get off your ass and fucking do something. It's kind of just looking at yourself and like really just telling yourself to do it. Like, I don't know, like some self-esteem exercises that I was taught to do was like look at yourself in the mirror, say 10 good things about yourself every single day. You know, it may be hard at first, but just do it. And it's kind of like the same thing with self-motivation, you know.
Self-motivation.
Yeah, that's a word.
Modification of yourself, I get it.
Here, you have your own bathroom, right?
Yeah.
How big of a mirror do you have?
Damn baby.
Like that maybe like 3/4 of that window behind you.
Right. Take a what one of my friends did when we were in college is every time he went home, he'd write his goals of what he wanted to do weight-wise, football-wise, school-wise, and he would write his goals, and he would put a check mark if he met those goals, and then he would write another goal right next to it. I mean, he had a huge mirror, don't get me wrong.
Whiteboards for him.
Oh, okay. So there you go. I mean, you see your goals. Every time that you feel so unmotivated, look at your goals and see, well, what am I doing right now?
Yeah, that's what I
get there.
Hate, because I'm like making checklists because I know I forget stuff. So I've been doing that at work recently too, and it's actually working out pretty well. But like I know I'll forget things, so I literally write it out, checklist like what I want to accomplish for the 3-year stream or 24-hour or whatever it was, and like not literally go check by check, but at least I have those written down that I know this is the thing. But sometimes I don't lean towards a certain project or thing individually, so it's like just a bunch of blank boxes like all that needs to get done, you know, and I don't have that headway to tackle
focus.
one.
Another thing that like with debt, I was told focus on the smallest thing, because once you get the smallest thing done, you get excited. You get shit, that's done. Let's work on something else. So maybe find the smallest project when you're feeling super less motivated. Try and get that busted out, and then work on another one, and then another one, and another, and another.
Yeah, because you can get yourself going on a roll.
Yeah, because once you've completed something, it's like, because like today, I sold a car. I sold another one because I sold a car. It's like, let's keep this up. Let's keep this going. People came in, they're like, oh yeah, we're just looking today. We just want to test drive a couple different cars. Well, we want prices though. So I sat down with my manager. I'm just like, they want numbers, but they're gonna shop. They want numbers. Well, they're this plan, so it's a straight number. We're not gonna give them the incentives. We're just gonna give them the straight number. Gave them the straight number. Said some fancy words. Like, oh no, we're ready. We'll buy. All right. Well, I needed some type of commitment because I'm not going back in there without any kind of commitment. What do you mean? My boss is a busy man, and it's already 4 o'clock. He's got plans to go home and be with his wife. So unless you guys are gonna put down some money, he's not gonna do anything. All right, here you go. There's $2,500. We're ready. Okay, I'll go tell him.
Shopping around my ass.
That's what I said. That was one of the things I asked him. I said, "What do I got to do to stop you from shopping today?" Figured it out.
Well, I mean, the wizard has $2,500 on him.
Yeah. Well, he had an insurance check, so.
Okay.
And he's just like, yeah, I got that this morning. I was like, oh, really, you did. But yeah, it's kind of just like once you're on a roll, it just keeps happening. Like I bet with Billy, like you work on the smallest piece of homework before you take on the biggest chunk.
Yeah, I usually do the easy ones first, so that way I'm like started and going. Because then, like, if I start it like right away doing the hardest homework I have,
You're not gonna want to do
when I
that.
finish
like,
up, I'll be like,
I'll be
like, fuck that, I'll go do something else. So I usually do like astronomy or something first, and then end with physics or something.
Love astronomy.
Astronomy is fun.
It's written in our stars.
Huh?
It's written in our stars.
Huh.
It's a good one, bro.
But it's not the fault in our stars.
It is not.
No.
Huh. Huh. Someone died in that movie.
Yeah, they did.
Spoiler alert.
Boop. So that's what me and Billy do. If that helps at all.
Billy and I.
Yeah, that's what Billy and I do.
There it
if
is.
that helps you a lot at all.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can work on that. I don't know. Just pisses me off immensely.
What do you when you're sitting and you're just kind of like not self-motivated, like what are you doing?
Either there's YouTube on, or Twitch on, or music on. And I'm literally just in the computer chair just rotating back and forth. Like even with games, I'm like, I don't even feel like playing anything.
Oh,
I
do that
hate those.
sometimes,
I
too.
hate those days.
Yep, because I'm like, come on, they're all over there.
Yeah. It's like I know I have fun with all of
Like,
them.
that's why I don't really play story games anymore, like off stream. Because I feel like you have to be invested in them.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, there's nothing that's like, let's sit down and focus 100% of your energy on this story or whatever. If I'm gonna play a game, usually when it's off stream, it's something I get zoned to. Like I don't have to pay much attention to.
Like a 2K something?
Yeah, like
something
NBA
like
was a big one for me for a while. Level grinding has been one, or like with the platinum races, like it's like, oh, this
Fortnite.
trophy of get so many fucking of currency or whatever. So it's just literally running around or doing the thing, you know. And yeah, Fortnite or things like that, where you know you have to pay attention, but you don't have to be into it. So like,
There's you're not into like RPGs.
like even if I was like, I wouldn't miss anything that was like a key element to.
Yeah, you're not playing Dragon Age Inquisition.
Exactly.
Or The Witcher.
Yeah. No, couldn't do that.
Oh, I picked up the Master's Edition of Skyrim.
Cool.
I did too.
Wow, no way.
Mhm.
Wow!
Oh wow.
I had a gift card from Christmas that I hadn't used yet, and I forgot about it, and then all of a sudden it was there, and I was like, oh, wow.
Those are the best.
So then
Gift cards is just like, Oh shit,
So-
motherfucker!
Because my cat knocked all my papers off my side desk next to my bed, and I was picking them all up. And all of a sudden I just picked up this Best Buy card, and I was like, wow. I was like, I'm gonna go spend this. And I went and got Scrim.
Cool.
Scrim.
But yeah, tomorrow's another one of those days where, like, right now, mentally, I have a lot of things I want to get done. It's also Death Day, though. So,
What's
How's
that
that
day?
day after championship, just you know, don't want to do anything. But yeah, tomorrow's goal or organize my room again.
You should have called it DAC.
DAC Day, or an acronym for Death After Day.
Dad.
Dad.
Dad, no.
Dad.
Day After Crystal. Was that DAC?
Oh, that would have been K. Oh, DAC.
Day After Championship.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Or
see.
DAC.
Day After Crystal.
Wow.
Alright. But yeah, I want to organize my room.
Or
I
DAC.
want to work on the
Dick's ass
graphic. I want to. Shit.
Organize my room. I want to
Organize my room. I want to.
make the East Coast Invasion video. Get it? It was a joke. Because you already
I
made
could go through some of the highlights and edit though. I have to edit these podcasts and the vlogs out. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things I could do tomorrow, especially with it being my only free day. That's a thing. So that's the only time to do it. So I'm gonna make sure I do it.
Do it!
Mm-hmm. Don't let your dreams your dreams.
Just do it!
All right, who's going next? Another rock, paper, scissors. If you tie, I have another topic. Just pure chance.
What makes a villain? I'm gonna change mine a little bit.
Okay, that's fine.
What makes a villain in either a video game or movie a good villain? And go. Did you raise your hand? I'm proctoring this. You
said.
do. Yeah, Brett, go ahead.
Damn it.
Yes, Mr. Hinckley.
That's right.
The answer to my question in my thesis statement as spoken word next. I think a good villain in a video game or story, if you will,
Sure.
comes from how the interaction with the player is shown or depicted, and I believe it's also the character's motivation. So I'm going to use an example of one of my favorite,
Oh, good, because I was going to
Villains.
use the example of one of my favorite.
Far Cry 3.
Ah,
Voss.
yes!
I think Voss is one of my favorite and most compelling villains because he's just, his character is very unique, but he constantly shows up.
Mhm.
It's not like the
That was a good
villain
game.
that's the end. Like, you always see
He's not
imagery of him or her,
He's not even
but
the
you
final
don't really
boss,
show
yeah.
up. Yeah, I know, and he's not the final boss, yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
But you don't even give a fuck about Julio Iglesias. or
Exactly,
whatever his name is,
exactly.
The drug lord. You focus on Voss.
Yeah.
Um,
He's such a great
But anyways,
villain.
he constantly shows up, and he doesn't just wait behind this curtain door. Curtain.
Right.
I think the reason why he's so great in that game and why he's so compelling
Mhm.
is because he's the guy who kills your brother. And I think that is what dramatically ties you to him. And that's what makes him so
And
great.
you fuck his sister.
Yeah.
That's
that
his
was a big-
sister?
Yeah, that was
No!
a big-
We have that quote.
Oh
Like, this
my
is what we were talking about.
gosh!
Like, he had that sister we fucked that one time.
For real?
For real, yo.
Oh my gosh,
And she's a crazy bitch too. You
Oh,
can do
yeah, I know that.
multi-ending, and she kills you, or
Yeah.
fucking freaks out and kills the guy who actually loved her. It's messed up.
Oh my
Fucked up
gosh.
game, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. You
I thought
find
she was
out-
just a random chick.
No, you find out during the.
Thought she was part of
when
the
you
Rebels.
Trip balls for the first time with her, and then you end up fucking her.
True.
I mean, that's not
True.
bad.
But yeah, so there's a lot of different connections with it, and like he's constantly there even after his death. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Like still in your psyche. Mickey and things like that.
Here's the thing,
and you
like,
almost become him.
There was a point where, but there's a point, like, when I fought him, like, when I played it, like, is he really dead? Did I really just kill him? Wait a minute, is Voss even real? Or is he just a figment of my imagination? Like, that's what I thought. Like, I thought he was something I killed in my brain. You know? Like, maybe I'm Voss. Maybe I killed my brother. Voss didn't kill my brother. Maybe I killed my brother. And I went fucking crazy. Because towards the end, what's-her-face trying to drive you crazy and you almost kill your freaking girlfriend.
Well, yeah, because you're just so invested in that world. There's the quote 36. You had that sister we banged.
Yep.
Uncharted 4.
Yeah, I was playing Uncharted 4 and somehow we got on Far Cry 3. And I'm like, you know, the guy. Do we hit?
The guy!
So yeah, I think he's a good example of what makes a good villain.
He is.
Yeah, so let's do
Is
that.
it
Let's do
strictly
that as a
game?
format. We'll do one video game, your favorite villain, and why he's good, and then movie,
Okay.
one of your favorite villains, and why he was such a good villain. It's a good format, Brett. Good job.
Well, then I'll have to say,
Mr. Binkley, oh Jesus Christ.
No!
Mr. Binkley.
I did, I'm sorry, Mr.
I have to
We'll
say.
go around, we'll do the villains video
Okay,
game,
games
then we'll
and
do a movie.
Good, because
Okay.
I need
Go
to
ahead.
get up, because that was just gross.
Mr. Binkley.
I would have to say the Joker. I mean,
God!
I'm sorry, Billy.
Which one?
I have one in mind, and if he says it, I'm gonna leave him straight.
Yeah, I'm between right now. I'm between, not the one when you first meet him, but
Origins?
not Origins. It's Arkham City or the final one, Arkham Knight.
Okay, sidebar. Have you played Telltale Batman?
I've not.
I would recommend both of you play this game.
I've seen it.
There's
I've
an
wondered
interesting
about it.
Connection with Joker, where he's your friend.
Hmm.
And as you progress, I think they're wrapping it up, but you literally have the fate of him in your hands.
Most of the time he
fuck him up
does.
and make him twisted, or do you keep him
As a good guy.
somewhat chill? Yeah.
Interesting.
I've been meaning to play it, but I was waiting for all the episodes to come out, so we didn't have a Life is Strange scenario. And we're like, no, we can't play it anymore.
Did you eventually beat that?
Life is Strange, oh yeah.
Okay.
We killed it in like 3 weeks.
It's a good game.
It is.
Have you played the new version yet?
I have not, because I was once again waiting for all the episodes.
I think they're all
I
out
think
there.
they are. That just kind of flew out of the radar.
But I would have to say, I'm leaning more towards Arkham City just because the intricate plan that he went through just to get Batman where he wanted him.
To get AIDS.
Like, to talk Clayface into doing his bidding. Into, like, tricking Batman into being like, oh, which Joker's the real Joker? Oh, this is the plan now. Oh, he's infected with my blood. Oh, wait a minute, you look normal. Oh, so the antidote works. No, it really freaking didn't. Like, Joker may be freaking crazy, but he's smart as hell. I think when you're super smart and you can think 20 moves ahead of the person, that makes a great villain. Because, one, and I would say that in a video game. No. I would say that in a movie.
We're on video games.
I'm sorry. I would have to say that for a movie. Because, Batman City, Arkham City can be cinematic. But, I don't know. Just the way that he plays Batman. Every time. And, I mean, even in comics and the movies, I would say he's just smart as hell, even though he makes himself look crazy as hell.
Alright.
Go ahead.
One of my favorite villains would be a duo team between Scarecrow and Joker in Arkham Knight. That was the first game I ever played on PlayStation, and I played it, and I beat it in 4 days because I just started it right away.
That was a good
Arkham
one.
City, I just kept playing. I was
Yeah,
like, oh god.
I just kept. I mean, the Batmobile was kind of annoying in Arkham Knight.
It was a little bit.
They just overused it a bunch.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed it, but like they
That's
just
fine.
jammed it down your throat. I felt sometimes.
At some points they did, yeah.
Did you 100% it or no?
Yep.
I did too. That was annoying when you had to do all the riddles and shit. I googled all the riddles up, so.
I do as many as I can legit, and then if I'm like, duh, you know.
Well, here's the thing. The difference in Arkham Knight that's been the most completely different one that I've noticed, you actually get to fight the Riddler. and then he disappears.
I'm
Unless I've been missing something.
trying to remember if he did that city.
You probably fight him in a certain way.
I don't remember. In City, when you 100%, I think you fight him. And then this one, I liked how you had the people in danger, the citizens. But yeah, sorry.
Right. So the reason I liked Scarecrow is because he was badass.
Hell yeah.
And he was super scary, and that was a cool rendition of how they made him and stuff. And I don't know, the way he just does his villain things is cool because he has the fear toxin and whatnot, and he's like everybody experiences him differently because he does everything.
Everybody has different fears.
Everybody has different fears, so then he just plays off of that, and I just think that's really cool. And then that makes me motivated to fuck him up because
He's a dick.
He's screwing with my head and stuff. And then on top of that, with the whole Joker thing in that game, that was crazy. That was really fun.
Probably my favorite but most scared part was when I was in the hot air balloon. Or not the hot air, the Zeppelin. When you're walking around and all the Jokers start appearing.
Were you in this? You were in a bunch of... You were in
Zeppelins were the worst part. I'm sorry, I hated those. Navigating those fuckers.
It's hard.
And getting up there.
Yeah, but once you're in there, there's a part where you defeat all these guys, and you have to go from one Zeppelin to the other.
Yeah.
And there's
a
but it starts out just as one,
and they swarm you.
and then you turn around, and then there's another one behind you. And then you turn around, he's right there, and then they start to go pop, 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 pop.
And he was he was like the Far Cry guy. The Joker followed you around the whole time in that game too. He wasn't really, you weren't trying to villainize him, but he was just pestering you the whole game.
Yeah, he wouldn't leave you alone.
Which I thought was funny.
I did like when you played as the Joker with the shotgun in your first person.
And there's all those there's all those Batman statues.
And they did they did the same thing,
and
just
then all
reverse.
Batman popped out on one of them.
That was pretty cool.
Scariest moment, Man Bat.
Yeah, you're just sitting there like.
So I know the usage is pretty cool. Both those two.
I liked how
that game was crazy.
I liked how when you 100% that one, there actually was an end. To it, there's another ending.
That gives you something to work for at 100%.
Yeah.
Again. So I remember I 100% of the pre-sequel and I got jack shit.
For Borderlands?
Yeah. I just got the trophy.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to
put something cool in there.
Yeah.
I didn't do it with Claptrap either. I tried so hard to get through the game with him, and I just got pissed one day. I switched to the guy with the Falcon or whatever he had. With not the Falcon, but he had
robot guy. Wilhelm.
Yeah. I was like, and it was just such a blessing after that. I was like, wow, I actually have a special that
actually does
something. That does things. It's not just a fucking beach ball that pops over me.
Even though I love Claptrap, fuck him.
Yeah, he was a dick. Right.
So Brett, what about movie?
Would it be Loki?
I think I have to lean towards that. I don't know why. I know it's not a movie, but before we started doing the rotation of the format that you mentioned, I was thinking of Kilgrave from Jessica Jones as a good villain. Now,
he's smart.
I've only watched 2 episodes of it.
He's pretty crazy.
But just the amount of impact that he has on her, he doesn't even have to be around or do anything. But she
hears his name
fucked up.
Yeah.
And
psychologically messed up.
And I mean that's all for good reason because he
messed her up.
He did something terrible to her.
Yeah.
But so I don't know why that popped in my head. So shout out to that. But yeah, I would think Loki. Unfortunately, I think they kind of dropped the ball. I think I talked about this with you guys. With just the moment they could have had, or the story they could have had. Okay, so I'm gonna spoil or talk about all 3 Thor movies right now. So heads up there.
Ooh, I got a good movie one. I just thought of him.
Cool.
As you were talking about that.
So in Thor 1, it's very sibling rivalry. He's kind of not a pansy, but he's a very crybaby. Why not me? Kind of villain. And he was fine in that one, but he wasn't what he needed to be quite yet. Okay, we'll include Avengers
and I was
also.
just gonna say, what about Avengers?
And then Avengers, he came out like a badass out of hell in that first opening scene.
R.I.P. Hawkeye.
Yep. And the doctor, but fuck that. He had the long hair, he had the scepter, he was fucking just stabbing fuckers and shit. Like, that was
Not
great.
Karen.
And the invasion storyline, and he's fighting the Avengers and things like that, and then he got wrecked. But, you know. And then we have Dark World, where he's so, like, I don't know if he's angry at himself or just angry at the lie that he's lived for all this time that has, like, not corrupted him, but it's messed with him, that he puts on this facade for everybody else to think that he's just stuck up and snooty, and
but he's really not.
And, like, he's broken inside when
Dude, I'm on the same level.
Thor finally gets him out of the jail after shit, what's that guy's name? Crane? No, not Crane. Whatever the Dark Elf Conqueror, Executioner.
I don't remember that one very much. I remember the ending, and I remember what happens.
Curse the Damned. Okay, Curse goes in, Rex gets everybody out of jail, but he knows Loki is that much fucked up that he doesn't. Don't worry about Party Network. Doesn't go after him. And then, yeah, Thor goes down there, and he just shows that he's, like, finally broken. Delete! In the jail cell, he's just sitting there, like, everything's thrown around and things like that. And, like, his plan in Dark World was so self-righteous, and, like, the sacrifice moment, and then he takes over. Like, that was the fucking... I was so hyped for that setup. Yes, he's taken Odin's spot. He's hiding in plain sight. Nobody knows he's there. Awesome. And then Thor Dark World comes around. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed Dark World very, very much.
Dark World.
Sorry.
Ragnarok.
Thank you kindly. Sorry,
Yeah.
Dark World is the second one. My bad. Ragnarok came out.
I liked Ragnarok. I really did. And actually, it was because of Loki that I liked Ragnarok.
Okay. I liked Ragnarok, but looking back at it, I'm just like, man, you kind of, I don't know, you built up something that didn't happen. I don't know if it's like the change in directors that they're doing or things like that, or they noticed that they weren't selling as well with Thor, or they weren't the most engaging of movies or whatever it may be, but they had this storyline set up, and then Thor comes back in Ragnarok and just automatically knows, oh, it's Loki, and like almost fucking murders him right in front of everybody to prove a case. But like, Loki could have caused so much more chaos and things like that, but no, instead he's just sitting there being served hand and foot, you know, grapes and shit. And like, his character's still good because he's still mischievous and stuff like that, but it's like, I was expecting like this big build-up, like the freak out to the underlying defeat or whatever, and then like the almost reborn, like refueled chaos that he would unleash.
Yeah.
And things like that. And I don't know, like, I like him, I like Tom Hiddleston, and coming up with Infinity War, I'm a little scared for the character, but we'll keep that to ourselves. Like,
we won't spoil anything.
He's, I don't know, he's a character I'm interested by, just based on his, how he's grown.
I'll tell you why I'm interested. I love an anti-hero. Absolutely love an anti-hero. And that's what brings me to my favorite villain and why. One of my favorite villains is actually a very recent villain, and that's from Black Panther. I don't know his name.
Killmonger.
Can't remember. Killmonger?
I'm sorry?
It was Killmonger.
I zoned out for like...
Black Panther's villain, Killmonger?
Yes, Killmonger. Eric Killmonger.
So,
portrayed by Michael B. Jordan.
That's one big reason why I like him, because Michael B. Jordan's the shit. But I like Killmonger for one fact alone. There is a chance that he is redeemable. That he can be a good guy. He's just misunderstood. There's a part of him that people did not take the chance to give him a good life. And throughout the entire, about the end of the movie, when he's got spoiler alert, Hopefully I don't spoil this for anybody. Anybody want to see Black Panther? Because I'm about to spoil it.
They haven't seen it now. Who gives a fuck? It's
Yeah.
more than
He gets a spear through his chest, and he's about to die. And basically, I'm sitting there waiting for T'Chunga to say, "Listen, I'm gonna make you my right hand because that's what you should have been the whole time." I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
The fuck's a T'Chunga?
That's his name. I don't care if that's
T'Chaka.
not T'Chaka.
T'Challa. Sorry, T'Chaka.
T'Challa.
T'Chunga.
Oh, T'Chaka. You know what? I got a name right.
That's his dad.
At least I got a name.
Call him
right.
Chadwick, alright?
Chadwick.
Mr. Bozeman.
Anyways,
T'Chunga.
Black Panther.
Chunga. Drinking Jack.
Black Panther. I was waiting for him to look at him and be like, "I'm gonna make you my right hand because that's what you should have been. You should have been my brother because we're cousins. You should have been here. You should have been with me." Because that was his brother he killed. So that's his cousin.
I get that. You should have been my brother because you're my cousin.
Whatever.
I'm making fun of the line.
Well, yeah, you're right. It is kind of funny. But I was waiting for him to say that line because I felt that Killmonger deserved that because he was left. And
Killmonger made his own choice. Let's be honest.
He did. He did eventually make his own choice.
Chadwick said, "Hey, bro."
He did. I just wish he would
just
have.
didn't
I
use
wish
the
he would have
exact
said it more
verbiage.
direct. I wish he would have been super direct about
Marvel
it.
movies.
I just wish
CG.
I wish he would have been super more direct about it. Just be like, "Yeah, come on,
Fucking T'Chunga.
T'Chunga." But you know,
My name is T'Chunga. I am Black Panther.
I am king of Wakanda Chakanga. Let's be real. He was the
The MVP.
yeah, he
Man
was-
ape. Shit.
anyway,
What was his name again? Fucking
T'Chunga.
No.
M'Baku.
M'Baku, yeah, there you go.
M'Baku.
Not M'Chunga.
Because then we finally got a Bitmoji of M'Baku, and I was hyped. And then you called him a man ape.
You called
That's
him
his
what?
name in the comics.
And then I put his gif of him going.
But yeah, I liked Killmonger
Everybody's damage.
just basically because he was redeemable, and that's kind of why.
Fuck off.
That's kind of why I liked Loki in
shit.
Thor Ragnarok because he was redeemable. Like he became a good guy. Like it's just like anti-hero, and then at the end of the movie, he's just
I
like,
cried. I thought he died.
yeah, I did too.
And then he was there. I was like,
Yeah,
Who died?
Loki.
he
The
died.
second
in the
Oh,
second
that
one.
one.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about Black Panther when he got tossed off the edge. I was like, why'd you think he was dead, you fuck?
Oh no,
He's literally in the trailer
I was
for that
like,
movie.
yeah, I was like,
I
okay.
was really confused. I was like, how are they going to approach this? And then
Yeah.
I completely
I
forgot
like
Man
it,
Ape
though.
existed.
Yeah, it's a good movie. But
It's alright. 6 out of 10. Just kidding.
let's see again.
Good.
But that's why I liked Loki, just because like he was redeemable. And towards the end of the movie, he's like, "Do you think it's smart for me to go to Earth, brother?" He's like, "Yeah, of course." No, do you think it's smart for me to go to Earth? He's like, "Yes, it is. Don't worry, you're by my side." Like he was backing his brother up. So
And he's like, oh, what's this Tesseract I have in my pocket?
Oh,
One of the Infinity Stones.
I wish I forgot.
and then they're flying through,
Oh.
and then they're flying through space, and they see
I
that
just
big
want to
giant.
see like the edited cut of Loki, like, fuck, everything's blowing up. Just like fucking booking it
Yeah.
down the Rainbow Bridge.
Oh, that would have been so cool. But yeah, those two characters really are amazing. I love redeemable characters. I really wish Killmonger would have been alive, mainly because I like Michael B. Jordan.
You mean Human Torch?
You mean
The second
He
Human
did a
Torch
really
the
good
MCU
job at
was?
he did a good job at Human Torch, but no.
No, he did terrible. You mean Creed?
Yes.
Apollo?
Oh my gosh,
Junior?
dude, I can't wait for the second one.
That was a really good movie.
It was. I actually watched it,
You watched
and
He lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was blind, and then Rocky hit him on the back of the neck.
Yeah,
He was like,
he's
how many
like,
fingers am I holding up? And he held up
It was
3.
so great.
And
What?
Rocky was like hitting him because he got so punched in the eyes, so his eyes were shut. And you're like, did you
Yeah.
even see?
So it's just like this, and the guy's just like on the back of his neck. 1, 2, 3. He's like 3.
So they went to fight again.
Alright.
That was funny.
If you guys ever get a chance to watch Creed,
Don't watch it.
No, watch
Because
it.
you already know what happens.
No, watch it. It's good. Really good. How about you, Billy? What about movie?
Alright, I'm going to have an unpopular opinion, I feel.
Chunga.
Muchula Agamba Dududa Nakama. That guy. Whoever that dude is.
Okay, sorry, unpopular.
Well, I don't know if it'll be popular with you guys or not. I know in the general consensus of the Marvel Universe, it's not a popular opinion.
Oh boy. Okay.
What do you...
I'm thinking Hulk, but I don't know.
Hulk?
No.
Well, no, like
Oh,
the Hulk movie. I know people hate on that one.
Oh, on fucking Abomination or whatever his
Yeah,
name is?
A-Bomb.
Yeah, no, fuck him. He was stupid.
Let's see. Okay, let me see if I can figure this
You
out.
want to try and think of one?
Red Skull?
No.
Wait, hang on. It's a Marvel movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Marvel movie.
Ooh! Ironmonger.
No!
Tony!
You're terrible! Stop!
Well, I mean, people
Stop,
hate
guys.
that.
Mandarin.
No!
Okay, my dad do fucking hate that.
Yeah.
But now I'm fine with it. But,
Okay, hang on.
I had
Is
to
it a
think
Captain
this.
America movie?
No.
Iron Man movie?
No, fuck that. Winter Soldier was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Damn, I could've went with him.
Good.
Was
That fucking soundtrack was just beating the shit out.
Ooh, wait a minute. Is it on Netflix?
No.
No.
I'm not a fucking fag.
Wow.
Wow, dude, the Netflix ones are fucking
Watch
amazing.
episode 16 and wait what we talk about. You'll learn otherwise. Ant-Man says pancake.
Oh god, stop. Ant-Man was a heist movie.
Killer Bee.
It was Ultron. He's one of my favorites in the world.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't like him.
Yeah, well.
Because they portrayed him to be an evil, angry guy, and then James Spader was kind of funny.
Yeah, I get you.
There are no strings on me.
But no, I liked him because he wasn't evil. He had the right motive, literally.
But he just went the wrong way about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he went the
super
worst
wrong.
wrong way about it. But like, I don't know.
Here's the road.
He went
that
completely
way.
off the road, but like it was still, like feasible to the road, I guess you could say. Because like, I mean, he did follow what he wanted to do, but like.
Followed his programming.
I like when he snapped on Claw.
And then he was just
that
like,
was
I'm
my
sorry.
favorite part. No, like not even. I'm sorry. Just how he like fucking raged.
Do not
out.
compare
Yeah.
me to Tony Stark.
Fuck your arm. Another Black Panther reference.
Yeah.
But
that was also the first movie Black Panther everyone found out because, what's his name? Bruce was on the computer and he was like,
technically, it was in Iron Man 2.
no one watched Iron Man.
It was
2.
in the back computer screen of Wakanda. It was on there.
The first verbal announcement.
Wakanda?
Yeah.
Wakanda?
He's like, I don't know what Wakanana is.
Wakanda.
Wakanana.
Wakanda.
Fucking with T'Challa here or something.
Chunga. I know that guy. He's a good guy. His brother fucked him up. But whatever.
But I don't know, I liked him. He was very menacing, but then he was also very sarcastic and fun. He absolutely hated Tony Stark, which was pretty dope.
Yeah.
And then,
What made him
what made him great? James Spader's soothing voice.
great? It was a very nice
It
voice.
was a good fit to the voice. Just the demeanor he had and the way he looked, I guess, because like he was Iron Man, but like they had to make him not look like Iron Man because Iron Man's a good guy, and they needed to make him look like a bad guy, and he had like eyebrows and shit, even though he was a robot.
Even though he's supposed to just have the fucking plate.
Yeah, but no, he was just, I don't know, the way he like went about his business, like taking the twins and like making them do that stuff, even though they ended up fucking over, and then like going out of his way to make Vision, even though that got fucked over also, he really screwed up a lot of times, but like, I don't know, he just did literally anything he wanted and didn't care because that was the end goal, was to get shit done.
Could be still around. We don't know.
I want him to still be around. That'd be dope.
I mean, here's the thing. In comics, and hopefully in comic cinema movies, no superhero ever really dies. I mean, you can kill a superhero. I mean, they've killed Steve Rogers twice now, and Steve Rogers is still alive.
Only twice.
Only twice, I think. I may be wrong. I know once. I know they killed him once.
There's a big conspiracy that Thanos brings them all back, like Red Skull.
Well, he's already got jobber bots
Yeah.
fighting for him.
Yeah.
Proxima Maxima and these people. I didn't watch the second trailer. I don't want to know, but
Did you not watch this? You gotta watch the second trailer.
no.
Oh, you don't want to watch it?
No, because I did this with Infinity War. I wanted to watch the first trailer of Infinity War. I was hyped enough. I'm like, good. Then the Spider-Man trailer dropped. And everybody was posting pictures of Spider-Man. I'm like, fine. Well, I fucking already seen the big thing, so I can watch it.
There's a new Spider-Man trailer?
No. When Spider-Man... sorry, not Civil War. When the second Civil War
Oh.
and it was Spider-Man's reveal. And everybody was just posting that picture fucking everywhere. I'm like, well, I've basically seen it, so whatever. So I'm already hyped enough. I'm already excited enough. I don't want to see more of the movie because then I'm like sitting there like, I've seen that, 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 I've seen that.
The second trailer was good. They only did like 2 new scenes in it.
Still.
But like,
Nope.
but it was a good trailer.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about, like, because I
fighting.
haven't seen the Spider-Man one, so I'm thinking about going home and actually getting that.
Homecoming?
Because I want to see Homecoming, yeah.
Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Great porn joke in there.
And I also,
What are you
I also
doing,
want to see,
Dio?
I also want to see my boy Dio and my boy Billy in it,
Yep.
because they're in it. Well, not really, but they look like they are.
Dio is, don't joke.
It really is Dio. Dio, we know it's you. Stop lying to us. You were in the movie.
He's not here. I saw one of the Spider-Man movies at the drive-in forever ago, says Pancake. Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man
With Doc Ock!
With Takak.
With
Shout
Dr. Cockapus. That would have been a great porn movie.
I'm sure that is a movie. No, that would
Billy, your mind is in the gutter.
That happens. So yeah, he was a great villain. But no, that was funny. He was like, keep your friends rich and your enemies rich and wait to find out which is rich. And he was like, oh, Tony said that. And he was like, don't compare me to Tony Stark. And he sliced
My
his arm.
creator.
And then Tony was right there. And he was like, you're going to make a deal with me.
Old man crying.
But yeah, that'd be cool if they like used the time stone or something.
That'd be
Thanos
interesting.
and-
How would you work that?
I don't know, like they're fighting for a while and then like they're kicking Thanos' ass and then he's like, fuck you guys.
One thing I've seen in the comics, Thanos has the glove, right? And he's got all the stones at one point. And he literally snaps his fingers and like the whole universe, I don't know, fucking explodes. Something
That's
happens.
actually, they said that in the second trailer.
So
Gamora was
fuck.
like, Gamora's like, if he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can.
Well,
Wipe
dicks.
out,
Yeah.
But
That was like the.
She did say something along those lines. Like,
She's literally said the exact same thing. She
Cool.
goes, if you get all of it, he can kill he can wipe out half the universe.
thanks for telling me now.
Snap his fingers, and then
Yeah.
So that actually.
So,
they're
like,
keeping
remember
true.
how originally in Avengers 3 and Avengers 4 were supposed to be like
Two
Infinity
parts.
War and Part 2 and 1, 2? What if he does that at the end of Infinity War Part 1? And then, like, Part 2 is like,
everything rebuilding.
yeah. But then the question is, like, how does Ant-Man and the Wasp fit in? And how does Miss Marvel fit in? Because those are
Because they're in between the two.
So that fucks it up.
What if?
They are the
He
recreation.
kills literally everybody, and then that's the movie ending, and then the new Avengers comes out, and then somebody gets the time stone.
Well, here's also
because
the
we
other.
saw that it could fix deaths in Doctor
Yeah, but
Strange.
then they have to get it back from...
What if he never gets it, and then he just kills
Here's
the
So it's
Avengers
like a
themselves?
parallel.
Here's the other thing that most people don't know is that he's in love with death, and there's actual comics of death.
They
you know.
reference that in the movies.
Yeah. So what
It's like
if?
just that-
So what
Nice
if? What if death comes back to him and says,
Fuck me.
I can't do my job. You took everybody. So he's like, all right, my love.
And then he's a good
And
guy.
he switches it all back and reverts time.
Meh.
I don't think he
Sounds
can get all
alright.
of them. I don't think he'll get all of them.
I think
We don't even know where the Soul one is. Is it in Wakanda?
Soul is no, because we thought it was.
I
Gonna
thought
show
it was
in
gonna be
Wakanada in this movie, but no.
Wakanaga.
So that one's nowhere.
It's still anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably gonna find
So
it.
Loki's
we know
got- Loki's
Loki
got
has blue, which is space. It's
Yeah.
the Tesseract.
And then Vision's got yellow.
Vision has soul, which is yellow.
No,
not Vision doesn't have
I'm
soul.
sorry. The fucking
What is yellow?
isn't it?
No,
Is
orange is
Vision the
soul.
Wait, hang on, I have
Well, they
this.
changed the colors.
I have this.
Oh, then yellow's got to be soul.
Ether is red. That
No, Space Stone's blue, Mind Stone's yellow.
Mine.
Mine.
Okay, so
Mine.
he has mine. Ether is with the Collector still.
Yes.
That is.
Reality.
Thank you. Eye of Agamotto is Doctor Strange.
Time
he has
Stone.
the Time Stone.
And then
And
Power
then
Stone Guardians.
Power is Guardians, which
They
is
have it in the
Nova
little egg.
Corps.
And then we're missing the
Soul
soul.
Stone,
That's
we have
the
no
only
idea
one.
where it
That's
is.
the knuckle or the back of the hand.
Yeah, that's the circle one.
We don't
So-
know who has that.
Okay,
I don't think he
without. I don't want to ruin the movie, but like
Well, we can't.
we can.
None
Yeah.
of us know
We're
what the
talking about the
movie
story. Okay, so
Yeah, we're
at the end
speculating.
of Thor, almost said Dark World again.
The Tesseract, it's there. He grabs it.
After credit scene.
Yeah.
Where they run into the ship.
Yeah, there's a big giant. Yeah.
That's Thanos' ship.
Mm.
So,
I had a feeling
Thanos is on his way. This is confirmed by the footage showed at Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
So he runs into them. Guardians and Thor are going to hook up, as we saw in Infinity War trailer Uno. So we talked about Loki's fate. I think that's when that happens. Right there.
Just to start the fucking movie.
Well, yeah, that would tear at Thor's heart.
I would fucking try.
I would leave the movie. I wouldn't be able to.
I'm done!
I can't even already.
Fuck it!
handle this, man.
20 minutes in, I'm done!
Walks out, walks right back in, sits back
I gotta
down.
find out what happens to everybody else.
So, he's obviously in space, so he's gonna get the blue. He's gonna get purple, which we've confirmed, I believe, if you look at his glove, right?
Yeah.
He's on Earth.
He has blue and purple.
He's running through space. Does he have red
I think so.
on his glove?
I think
I
he
don't
does.
think he does.
I
I saw him do the
I think he's got 3.
little
salt
drop.
pepper thing.
I think he's
And it
got
goes
3.
Blue purple.
I think
but
he's
I
got
haven't
3.
seen red,
I
because
get-
red's in space too with the collector, technically.
And then he has green and yellow right in front of him.
Yeah, so Soul either has to be on Earth. I mean, if he doesn't have it already when he gets there the first time.
Wait, so he's already dealt with Vision then, because Vision has yellow.
Well, he didn't have.
We haven't seen. We
haven't
see
seen
Vision like freak the fuck out as something's grabbing. I think Vision has to die.
No, Vision definitely will die.
Which
but I don't think
sucks.
Doctor Strange. Well, Doctor Strange wouldn't die if he gets.
No,
his,
Doctor Strange.
No,
can
he just loses-
have the thing taken away.
Yeah, he
but
just
he
has to
still
take it
has
away.
it for some of the movie because Infinity War trailer 1, Tony's like moving through time, and him, Wong, and
Somebody
there's
else.
another guy
Yeah.
are standing there like frozen, which is interesting. So yeah, he's.
There was a
still
part in
has
the
it.
second one too where he did it as well have it.
Okay. So yeah, I think if he doesn't get all of the gems and snap at the end, he's gonna get at least half. And I saw the picture of Cap like having his
Hold
hand,
it, yeah.
and it seems like he still only has the 2, but I don't remember.
I can look that up
So,
real quick.
guys, Geodude or Onyx? Geodude. Fuck Onyx. Geodude's the dude. But I don't know, man. It's a month and 10 days away.
I know. I can't wait.
Fuck. We'll see it when we see it. It's a movie. That's all it is to me. It's going to be a good movie, and I can't wait for it.
Fuck Onyx, Rainbow.
Anyways.
Okay, John, it's your topic. Hope you're not holding your breath.
So, mine is a video game topic. I kind of thought of this on the way over. I was thinking about a video game that I loved playing, and I thought, what the fuck ever happened after I beat that? Like, what happened if the story kept going? So I started thinking, what are the top 3 video games that you've either played, beaten, really were into to the point where you're like, I gotta know the backstory, I gotta know everything about this game's storyline, that you were just like, I wish there was a sequel so I could figure out what the next part of the story is gonna be. So your top 3 and why?
Are we gonna list off all 3, or are we gonna bounce off one?
We can bounce off like we did
Because
before.
I need to brainstorm. One's kind of funny. Because as a kid, I'm sorry if that was your leg. As a kid, I loved Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. And when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, boy, did I flip out. But then the spin-off games never really attracted my attention until Stream. So when Kingdom Hearts 2 ended, I was like, yo, Kingdom Hearts 3.
When's it coming?
When's it coming? And we've been asking that for almost 10 years.
And we're still
So it's been
waiting.
nearly 8 years. So
And we're still waiting.
still waiting. Progress being made, but still waiting. So that I think that would be a big game, just because like it's a lot of fun. I love Disney. I'm not super into Final Fantasy, but it's cool to see that mixture of style. And then the worlds were always fun. It was fun discovering the worlds, because like back in the day, you didn't have internet to really like check out all the game news and like every single thing that's coming out for the game and things like that. So like a lot of it was still very mysterious and things like that. So like it was always cool how the game works, it works as world by world. You're going and you're like saving them or help solve their world's problems and things like that. And each world represents a different Disney franchise. So like Mulan or Tarzan or Alice in Wonderland or Lanica or Neverland, things like that. So as you complete a world, different paths or roads would open up, and you literally have to take your little spaceship and fly. It's like a little mini game when you shoot all the little
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
you get to the world, and then you're like, you see it slowly come into frame, and you're like, oh, cool, it's this one! You know, it's like, oh shit, this franchise is in the game or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, even the little guest characters that you can call up for like assists and stuff like that, like Stitch is one of them, so you're just like rocking out with Stitch, and he's like blasting fuckers with the thing. And Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of my favorite scenes, where it's like a big fucking battle with a lot of familiar names. It's got Cloud in there, it's got Leon, Yuffie, Aerith, fucking Stitch is there, IRL shooting bitches. The girls from Final Fantasy X-2 are in there as little like pixie girls, but they're like, it's just this big, massive, heartless, like fucking armada. But you run through this path, and it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Not like a boss run, but like they're invading constantly. So you're like running from teammate to teammate down this path, like doing tag team shit and fucking whatnot, fighting the Heartless. So dope. Like, just run, bing, 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 okay, saved you, run over here, bing, bing, bing. And then when you got to Cloud, like, they all have this dramatic cutscene and shit. It's like, oh, that looks so cool. And stuff like that. And I don't know, they're just awesome. So with Kingdom Hearts 3, with it being the end, like, just imagining not the capacity, the size of that battle and game. John, you had two.
I know. Starting to
still
drink.
have a whole nother podcast to do.
I'm about to get up and get something to drink.
Yeah,
I should get up.
You know, exciting.
So that's one. Billy.
Like Killer Bunny type something. Super asked me to mention that you're also
Lagging.
that you've also gotten 30 Kingdom Hearts games between then and now. That's a good one.
I think you did mention that, right?
No. Such a good part of the game. Thank you, Pancake. It is.
So, the one I want to do, it had a third game to it, but it was absolutely shit.
So do you wish that they remade it?
No, I wish that one didn't exist and they had a different one that was actually good.
Okay.
It was Destroy All Humans, Bret. Because Destroy All Humans' first one was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. The second one was not as fantastic, but it was still very fun.
Still need to play that on stream.
Third one
Number
sucked.
2. And then the third one
was sidetracked.
was Destroy All Humans Big Willie Unleashed, which was absolutely
Big Willie Unleashed.
That's
Now we know.
That's how you know it sucks. Don't even put a number on it. Big Willie Unleashed.
It was terrible.
Who's the fucking guy in marketing? Is like, you know what? This will sell.
It was only on the fucking Wii too.
Oh, that's why it sucked.
know.
Billy, come on. You should have known.
Oh, no.
Oh, I knew it was gonna suck. That's why I'm talking about it. That's why I want a third one that's actually good. Because, I don't know, the first two were fun, killing everybody.
It was
I sound like a
GTA
terrible
with little
person.
aliens.
Yeah, it was a GTA game with aliens.
True.
It was voice acting, threw me back to Invader Zim.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was just great.
Girl, what? These waffles got peanuts.
And then whoever did Crypto,
Fucking love that episode. It's the shortest, like, stupidest episode. Sorry.
Good.
What?
whoever did Crypto's voice too was fantastic as well. Just the extremely,
That guy does a lot of voices.
the extremely deep, not matched his alien voice.
No.
But
Milky Way, not sponsored.
yeah, so Big Willie Unleashed was terrible because all you did was you were just in like the the Big Willie restaurant in the Destroy All Humans game. You were the big dude who held the burger and you like stomped people and like it was really stupid and I hated it and I sold it to my friend for $10.
Nice.
So I wish they made a Destroy All Humans 3 a different area because number 2 takes place in London and Tokyo.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You just wish that they would have kept going east.
President.
The first one, yeah. The first one's in all
Or you
the
hollow guys as president, yeah.
The first one's all U.S. You go everywhere. Second one's in Tokyo, Japan, or Japan and England.
So where would you go? Russia?
Yeah,
Canada?
maybe like
Mexico?
something crazy like that. Go to Saudi Arabia or something.
Disneyland?
Keep going east, go China, Tokyo.
Maybe you like.
He said London and Tokyo.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
What if
I
like
missed that.
you were on his planet and like the humans came after you
Ooh.
and you had to defend them? That'd be fun.
Mm.
I mean, that would make no scientific sense, but none of those games made scientific sense because they were little blue aliens who. Like,
Gray.
I'm not green. But yeah, great game. You should play the second one. It's got my favorite gun ever in any game. There's a
Sheepinator? Oh, sorry, matching
That's a good gun too. But it's it was the gravity discs, and you could shoot it, and then it just shoots the shit up in the air. And like I maxed it out, so I had like 5 discs in it, and I would just like go into the London streets and just. And like all these fucking cars would be going up, and then they'd fall down like randomly, and that would just cause complete mayhem, just shooting cars and shit up in the air.
Shooting cars.
So, one of my 3, Billy will disagree.
No, Billy never disagrees.
One of mine was Call of Duty Ghosts. I want to know what the fuck happens to the brother. Because he gets taken by Rourke, and obviously if you watch past the cutscenes, he throws him into a pit in the middle of South America like he was. And he breaks him. So I want to see what happens if his brother comes back and tries to... If your brother comes back and tries to kill you, or is it you that gets taken?
Was Ghost based off the guy in Modern Warfare 2?
No.
Okay.
Ghost was its own standalone.
It's a legit question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know they have the same
They have the same
skull
mask.
cover mask, and everybody loved
Well,
that character. In
it was
Modern
kind
Warfare,
of-
and he
it was-
died,
You know what
and
his name was?
His name was Ghost.
Ghost.
But it was
Huh?
kind of like an
Science.
idea. Like, they were the super special secret ops that were always hidden that no one knew about them.
Oh, okay. Well, that guy wasn't very hidden, but yep.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know what happens. I want to know what happened to, like, it's one of the only storylines that was never continued. Like, Modern Warfare, they finished Modern Warfare. That story ended. Like, obviously, you killed Makarov. Oops, sorry, spoiler alert.
It's like 2008
Yeah.
when they played that game.
I mean, we're still going with Black Ops. Shock. Hopefully this isn't a futuristic one.
What?
He's saying Black Ops 4.
Oh, they had a question.
It's not your topic. I don't have to raise my hand anymore.
So we're going Black Ops 4. So we're still going with that
Yup,
storyline.
They said it's not futuristic.
Ooh, I'm excited then.
It says it's modern day.
That's not so bad. I'm all right with that.
I live there.
Well, they could immediately do another historic one
Yeah.
right after.
I'd like them to go back to Vietnam. It'd be cool.
Vietnam was terrible.
What? I enjoyed Black Ops thoroughly.
Yeah, I know. They already did it. And Vietnam was a terrible war. Terrible time. A lot of people
That's
died.
the point of it. There's a lot of history and a lot of dark
Huh?
blood
A lot
there.
of wars that happens.
Yeah, right.
But no, yeah, I want to continue the story of after you blew up the train and it's you and your brother laying there on the beach, like, oh, finally it's over, and then Rourke comes out of nowhere and takes one of you, throws you in a freaking pit. Like, what happens after that? Like, come on, it's a huge cliffhanger.
Being on the sequel too. Does it have to be story based?
That's kind of what I was going off.
Dicks. Okay.
He might
I was gonna be like Marvel Capcom, but make a good one. Far Cry 3.2. No. Anybody else have a second one?
I think they go on group.
I did have a second one. I was trying to remember it.
Dicks. That was self-contained. Damn.
Oh, Infamous.
Didn't play it.
So you want Desmond?
Yeah.
Desmond.
I wanna continue Desmond's story.
Okay.
I thoroughly enjoyed Second Son. I think a lot of people didn't, just because it wasn't Cole. A lot of people were angry that it wasn't Cole McGrath.
They got over that. I thought a lot of people like Second Son.
I hope they did, because I would really like to see a Second Son too. You know, I'd like to continue the story of Desmond and see where he goes and see what other powers he gets, because he's the only conduit that can take people's powers. It's like, that's freaking cool. Like, what else can he do? And I mean, kind of like, you can start the game off that he has all the powers that he had from the beginning, kind of dilute them a little bit, and then like, yeah, well, you kind of do have a moment where you almost die, and you have to start all over. So, I kind of really want to see where that goes.
Okay.
Oh boy, Billy's laughing.
You got one?
Yeah, go for it though.
Alright. Toontown 2.
Yeah!
I want that. I would love that. Played the shit out of that game when I was a kid. That's it.
Oh,
I don't know what storyline they would do to it, because I don't know.
It's an MMO, so there's not too much of a storyline.
Alright, yeah. Well, I don't know what the general aspect of the world would look like or anything, because they aren't sponsored by Disney anymore. HD, the pies. But yeah, that game would be fun. They have the...
Uh-oh.
Did I tell you they have the rewritten servers now? These people
so, yeah.
created the servers that look exactly like it. Well, I applied to be a game moderator because I was bored.
Jesus.
I was bored one summer, and they accepted me. So I was a game moderator, and like I would just go on and just like play the game normally, like every now and again. And then any incident that happened during that time, like after I logged out, I would have to like obviously deal with it. Like if some kid called somebody else a bad name or something, I would have to like suspend them. And like my first day of doing it, it was free obviously because it's a free created server that they all made. The first day I did it, this one kid, they were in Cashpot HQ, and this one guy, he was like, I don't know, he was trolling them or something. Like every time he lured everybody, he used sound so they all wake up. And he was getting real pissed, and he was like, "Stop being a little bitch, you effing," and then N-word. And I was just reading it, and I was like, this kid is like 8 throwing pies at cogs, and he's throwing the F word and the N word at this kid, and I was like, bam, life ban, and I banned him. It was great. I got fired.
I banned this kid for life.
No, I didn't get fired because of that. I don't know. I didn't do it much. Well, like I did it, but like I didn't have a lot of time to do it. And then they were just like, yeah, we're just gonna let you go. And I was like, all right. I was like, you have my email if you need any help. I was like, see ya, good luck. So yeah, Toontown 2 would be cool. That would be fun, and not have it be a yearly or monthly subscription or anything. Because I remember I asked for like 2 years for my mom to get it for me. She wouldn't get it for me. And then she finally got it for me for a year, and I played the shit out of it all year. And she was like, wow, I was wrong. I thought you weren't going to play it. And I was like, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I've been throwing pies at faces for days. Sequel I would like is... Oh, crap. I had one. I still have that one.
Cuphead.
The one. No, not Cuphead. I still haven't beaten that one.
Fuck Cuphead.
Though I'll see. Probably there will be a Cuphead too. Shit! Alright. Warcraft 4. Not World. Fuck World. That's another quote too.
They're remastering.
Yeah, that's not a sequel.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
I'm just letting you know.
The Lord.
I'm letting you know they
I know. I posted that on Facebook. I said, Dad, it's the fucking dream. Yes, but no, I want to Warcraft 4. Not that I was like super into the story, but it was a fun story. And 3.
Yep.
Sorry.
A lot of lore. A lot of good lore.
And yeah, I was just like that game. 1, 2, 3 were all great. So.
Well, I mean, Frozen Throne could be considered as.
Fuck that. No,
as
I want a full
storyline.
Fucking game. Life is Strange already getting a sequel, so no.
I want to. Oh, never mind. It's not my turn.
You can go for it. I gotta still remember what the fuck I just had in my head. Oh, thought of it. The American Wasteland 2, Tony Hawk.
Oh, fuck! I thought of another one.
Tony Hawk American Wasteland 2.
Skate 4.
Amen, brother!
No! No!
Skate 4?
I want Skate 4.
I don't want Skate 4.
Fuck that.
I want Skate 4.
Skate streams are dead.
Yep. Dead. You're dead to me.
Fucking
dead.
skate streams.
God. When do you stream skate? I stream it Friday. Okay,
You wanna do a
I'll be
spot
there.
battle?
Nobody's
you wanna
there.
spot battle me? You wanna do a spot battle? Hey, you wanna own the spot? You wanna play skate? Hey.
I only trick line. God. It's a fun game, but man, I can't
I
do
had fun
it
when
with
we
little
played
kids.
it together.
Yeah.
Because, like, we both were just fucking around.
Yeah.
Just throwing miracle whips
Yeah.
around and shit. Like 18 miracle whips out of
Yeah.
Mega Park. And
I
that
don't
was
even
it.
like mayonnaise.
Yep. And then when you pull something cool off, you're like, oh! And then a little kid comes and does
Yeah.
a trick line. It's like
It's like
10 times the what you did. It's like, fuck you, kid.
I remember I was playing skate with you guys once, the SKATE, and we were under like that clock tower or something.
Oh god.
And I like went off the edge and I tried to miracle whip off it, and my forehead just slapped off the fucking brick. Because like these guys were just doing like dark flip 360 nollies
Oh,
and
God,
shit, like
yeah,
trick
over and
lining
over
it. And
again.
I was
Oh
just
my
like,
gosh.
I was like, I just physically can't move my thumb like that. I would do a nice kick flip or maybe a hard flip here and there, but
Yeah.
a 360
Like,
laser
come on,
or
play the
something.
game. Play the game the way the game was
Yeah,
designed.
no, fuck Skate 3. But what I was gonna say, what the fuck was I gonna say?
Tony Hawk American Wasteland 2. I want to see that HD theme park.
Storyline.
I want to go to more places.
Oh, I
I want
remember
to
now.
see me and Mindy's kids. No, I don't want to see that. But I really enjoyed the gang of misfits. Sorry, that was in that game.
The one thing I really loved about that game is like every time like you would do something in the park or you would earn something, like another piece of the park would add
build.
on.
Yeah, and then
like
seeing
that was so cool.
Seeing the end result was so like
It's rewarding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was like whoa.
Like you started with a snake line,
and
then
it's all dirt and shit. And you're
Yeah.
like, all right, well this sucks.
Then you get a crane.
and then you finally get everything. You're like, oh my god, I actually want to be here now.
Yeah. Like
I
I
went
do.
to enjoy
Dude,
this
I started and ended that game so many times.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a
And all the pro skaters are just like skating around it too, so it's
Yep.
like living.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Actually, quite honestly, I miss Skate 1.
I hated Skate 1.
I miss the originality.
Skate 2 was alright.
I miss the originality of Skate 1 and how, like, the entire thing was to get sponsored.
Excuse me.
Like, I miss that.
That's
Like,
how all three
like-
of the skates were.
No, Skate 3 wasn't like
Well,
that.
Skate
at
3 was board sales or
It was.
something.
Yeah, Skate 3 was being a mogul, which I
Let's
didn't
make a story and then never.
like. It wasn't fun. I didn't like the story. I didn't like what it
There was no story.
There was no
No, you know what I
story.
mean.
You had
You
an
know
opening
missions.
cutscene and then it was balls.
Yeah. The second one. The second one.
That's so true. I haven't even thought about that. But
The
yeah.
second one was a lot like the first one.
I
when it
liked the
came-
second one.
Yeah, the second one was cool. I really did enjoy the second
I remember
one.
there was this huge glitch in the second one that me and my friend did. Now he smokes pot and does crack, and I don't hang out with him
Don't know
anymore.
why that.
All because of that glitch.
But there was this huge glitch where he like shot himself in the air, and like one day me and him were like playing it until like 3 a.m. in the morning, trying to
Do the glitch
3
again.
a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Trying to do the glitch, and then we finally got it, and we freaked out. His mom came in and yelled at us because we were freaking out at 3 in the morning. But it was worth it because it was cool. We like flew up into the air, and then we landed, and we just like...
Mhm. I miss a lot of the Tony Hawk games, like when they were actually really good. Like Project 8 was probably the last good one. Like that was literally one of my favorite ones.
Thing is, still around. You can get 'em.
Yeah, but I just wish they.
Ah!
I wish the like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 that came out. Like
The shit.
yeah, that was atrocious. Like, come on, bro.
It
Like
had Lil Wayne in it.
I mean, but still, like, come on, like you came
it's
from
fine.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater. You came from Tony Hawk Project 8 and Proving Ground, which were actually pretty good games. Proving Ground wasn't the greatest; it was okay. But you came from Project 8 to fucking Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5.
They moved on to shooters. They're like, how does a skateboard work?
Like Activision, what the hell? Like,
Shooters,
did
bro.
you forget how to make a skateboarding game?
Yes.
Yeah.
And whatever happened to NeverSoft? Did they just go out of business when Tony Hawk?
They got
stopped?
hard.
Yeah, I guess. I guess they went out of business when Tony Hawk stopped making video games. Like I miss NeverSoft, and I miss that opening scene when that spear would come down and
What did you
stab
say
the
earlier?
eyeball.
I made her come or something.
I'll wait until people come. Or make people come or something like that. Never saw.
Tachunga.
That's right.
Maku.
All right, my last one is I want a Diablo 4. Because
Okay.
I'm bored of Diablo 3. I used to play
You
that.
Talk to the bunnies.
Huh?
They play the shit out of Diablo 3 still.
I played it. I'm not playing it. I don't play it anymore. I used to play it. That used to be my stream setup.
Okay, Neversoft Studios. This company was acquired by Activision in October of 1999. The studio was merged with Infinity Ward on May 3rd, 2014, and was officially made defunct July 10th of 2014. So they're Infinity Ward, so they moved on to shooters. Like I said.
Of course.
Sorry. So, Diablo 4.
Diablo 4.
The Chunga. The Chunga 4.
The Return of Machunga.
What's my third? What's my
Skateboard.
I would like. I actually.
You know what? Skate 5.
Honestly,
a sequel.
like
They need
as
they need a
much
whole
as much as I want
to work
as
on
much
the
as I
story.
want another skateboarding video game. I'm gonna say I would like BioShock to continue its story. I would like to see what their next installment would be.
Is that really a continuation, though? Because all those are pretty individual stories.
Not the 1 and 2.
Are you... Yeah.
Well,
Just because you're in the same
right.
rapture.
You're right. It is a different person. I guess I want to see what their next interpretation of who they're gonna be, because I kind of like how
Infinite was such a mindfuck.
yeah, that was really
What?
that was actually really cool.
Oh, I was like, ugh.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. Like I liked the little plot twist.
My head hurt
Yeah.
a lot.
I didn't like the spoiler alert that you had to die. I was like,
Well, I mean,
I thought there was multiple endings. Like, nope, you just die. I was like, so it doesn't matter if I pick the bird or the cage. It doesn't matter if I pick the key or the cage. It's just.
I wouldn't mind another Borderlands too. Fuck
yeah,
it.
I've been waiting on that for.
I think I heard they were making Borderlands 3.
Yeah, sure they are.
And World was a rumor, however long ago. No, that's. I mean, we got the internet, but no, that's.
Fact check it.
It's
No.
been a rumor for a while.
Yeah,
but
they've
there's
been rumoring
no,
that shit.
2K hasn't said anything.
I doubt they'll do something.
So, I would like to see another BioShock.
It's been half a decade since the last numbered release. Oh, God.
For what, Borderlands?
Yeah.
That was
5 years. Ugh.
It's been 5 years since
Yeah.
pre-sequel.
Yeah, it's
Since
probably
the
not happening.
numbered sequels. I don't know.
Oh, they didn't count pre or not. That would be number 2 then.
That was long.
That sounds reasonable. 5 years for number 2. I played the shit out of all those ones. I played Borderlands 1, and then I got.
So you want another BioShock, another Borderlands build?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind another Borderlands. They're always fun.
Hmm.
I got Borderlands 1 on the Xbox, and then I got the Handsome Collection for the PS4, which had 2 in pre-sequel. So then I did 2, and then I did the pre-sequel, and Claptrap made me hate my life, and then I switched it, and it was a lot more fun.
Hmm.
Did you ever play the pre-sequel?
I played a couple levels with Bret for a little while.
It was fucking terrible.
We were just hanging out one day.
Were you the
and
Claptrap thing, or no?
No.
Sequel?
Yeah, you and I were just chilling one day. I'm like, what do you want to do? And you're just like, let's play some
Oh,
Borderlands.
One that we played.
I thought it was 2
No,
games.
we were on the moon. We had the oxygen.
Oh,
Because that's prequel, right?
fuck me. I don't remember that, but yeah.
Pre-sequel.
We
Yeah.
didn't really do too much. We just got our
Pre-sequel's
oxygen
the
tanks
movie.
and jumped around and shit. And
Where-
then we ate dinner.
I do remember that now. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't remember what fuck I picked.
Didn't you play Claptrap once or try to?
I
at
tried
least?
to. I didn't like invest super hard into it. Athena was my go-to.
I didn't invest it. I tried to invest it, but I got to that one like boss that's in the cave thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
The
what I'm
rat
talking about?
people. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm planning on streaming all of
It was like the first like major boss guy, and like it was just so.
You
it
gonna
was
do
the
it in
big. It was the big
chronological order?
submarine dude, or the big scuba dude. I think.
Okay.
I think that's what it was.
You gonna do it in chronological order?
1, 2, pre-sequel, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say chronological would be prequel 1, 2
Depends if chronological storyline or chronological release.
storyline.
Chronological release. So PC Games Network posted on February 1st, 2018. It's been half a decade since the last numbered release in Gearbox's much-loved open-world first-person shooter series Borderlands.
Mm-hmm.
That may be long enough for some to believe it is dead and buried, but we have a feeling that Borderlands 3 is on the way. Borderlands 2 raked in high review scores, for its compelling shoot and loot system, striking art direction, and more than 17 million guns. The series took a slight sideways step with the pre-sequel in 2014, but we are excited to see how a true third installment would take shape. Sure, Borderlands 3 is not officially announced yet, but it's pretty much an open secret that it exists in some form.
Ooh.
Mostly from Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford himself. In fact, at a panel of PAX East 2016, he revealed it's no secret. Obviously, there's going to be another Borderlands. What's more is we have plenty more evidence that suggests the next entry of the series is on its way, and soon. Below you find release date.
I got another one.
Yeah, go for it.
So another one that I would love to see come back, that is it's in a lawsuit right now that EA is trying to win the rights back to it, is NCAA football. I want it back so fucking bad. I loved that game. I would binge play that game. Dynasty, Road to Glory.
I almost said Bully.
What?
Bully.
Oh, I've never played it.
I heard they were making
It's
a Bully
on
too.
PS4. It's remastered.
I bought
No, I heard they were actually making a Bully too.
That might be confirmed.
I don't know if it was just like a
It might have been one of
poster.
their plethora announcements when Red Dead 2 or some shit was happening.
I think
But,
they've teased it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think they were teasing it. But
No.
I would like NCAA football to come back just because I like the way that game plays better than Madden. I don't like Madden. I'm not a huge Madden fan. I don't like the whole salary type bullshit. I'd rather just be like, this is why my school's awesome. You should come play for me, and getting kids to come play for me. Play football for me. Yeah, Billy. Yeah. Make sure Billy doesn't get any dirty thoughts.
Damn. So that's confirmed by Rockstar Insider.
That Bully 2? I had a feeling Bully 2 was a thing.
Rumors. This is August 29th, 2017. What do you even do in that game? Like that
Bully?
Game always, like,
Bully's mad
fucking
fun.
It's kind of like
I'm like, why is this popular?
This kid gets put into like this school or this private school, and everybody bullies everybody, and then he tries to end the bullying by bullying all the bullies.
Yep.
So you're not just like picking, like you team up with like the nerds and stuff, and then like
So it's
you earn respect from the nerds, and then you earn respect from like jocks, and then you earn respect from the preppy kid or from the smart kid, or not the smart kids, the some other thing.
Athletes.
Yeah, and then like you like fight the preppy kids who like control the school or whatever.
So it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto.
It's like a high school Grand Theft Auto kind of thing, but like you like have there's 4 different sanctions. There's
Oh yeah, you beat the principal too.
Yeah, you fight the principal because the principal's a dick, and like it's just this kid who like doesn't want to be there, and then like he like got put in there for some bullshit reasons, and then
Yeah.
you have this one friend who you think he's your friend, and then
Turns on you.
he's a dick, and then you have this other friend who's a real nice guy, but he always gets his ass kicked, and then I don't know, you make out with some girls, you go on some panty raids,
Then someone dies. You kill someone.
you take this girl to a fair, and you gotta impress her on a date. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then like
Then you undress her and you have sex with her.
you don't do that. And then
Yeah.
and then her boyfriend or something gets pissed off. Oh, it's the Greasers. That's who the other one was. The Greasers, because they always hang out and smoke cigs down the road. It's a fun game. Fun game.
I've
indeed.
been debating on the PS4.
It's a quick story, too.
Really?
It's a quick story. Because it's not like a Rockstar like Grand Theft Auto game where like it's a huge world. It's just the school and then the downtown.
I'd like to see a GTA 6 because GTA 5 story was awesome, but I don't know if
It's
they could.
happening
I don't know if they could outdo it.
Did you see how much money they made?
on the online
Oh my gosh!
or just the game in general.
Yeah.
Or just the microtransactions in general.
Oh yeah.
The game was so successful that people are still like, I'm considering rebuying it and playing it over on Xbox.
Brendan's borrowed my copy on Xbox One that I bought almost 2 years ago, and I haven't really grabbed it back. But I'm like, motherfucker! Just
bought-
like randomly in my head, like he still has it.
I bought GTA. That was like my first game on
'Cause I still
PS4.
haven't beat it.
I played it on. It was my last game I had on Xbox, and then my first game I had on PS4. And I still every now and again, like if my friends and I are bored, they'll be like, "Hey, you want to do a random heist?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, why the fuck not?
Yeah,
Let's go
online
shoot
was
some
fun.
people."
When you had things to do.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
had like a group of people to do, and like you had
A
things
group
you
of
wanted
people
to do.
Yeah, an orgy.
Yeah, nice group of people to
That's what
just
the
fuck.
apartments are for.
No, I agree. I definitely agree with that, Billy. If you have a group of friends that like wants to play and do some stuff in it, it's fun.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just
We
like,
made this fun
okay.
game where like we would get really hammered, like in our game. The
Yep.
characters would get really hammered, and then like 3 of us would be standing in line, and the people who were drinking, they would try to drive down the road as fast as they could and see if they could hit us, and that was really fun because it was just like a bunch of mayhem, and they would run into something else because they were so inherent.
I always love the Top Gun play game. So what it is, it's people in cars, and they're trying to just get across the map to another point.
Oh,
And
I've seen
people
that.
in jets.
I've seen
like
that.
racing, like
Oh,
flying.
yeah.
Over. Oh, God,
I've
was
seen
one of
that. I've seen Node play that. It looks a lot of fun.
those. And then, like, I've been watching Achievement Hunter doing. They still do.
But they
GTA
always play
Online.
GTA all
Yeah,
the time.
like the races that they do and stuff like that. There's transform races where you constantly change your vehicles and shit like that.
Speaking of them, have you seen them do how I found out about them is they play horse for Halo 3. And it was when like you could go into that big giant place and forge and just create a whole bunch of stuff, and they would go into actual other people's forges, and people would send it to them like, oh, we'll play this one, we'll play pig, and literally it's like you have to go from here to here without touching this, and you gotta land on all fours, or you gotta do all this, you gotta do this. I remember them playing that, and that was so freaking awesome to watch. Like, they would get the whole entire office to do it, or it would just be Jeff and him, or...
Love when Jeff freaks out.
Yeah. I love Rage Quit.
I really
That's
like that book.
absolutely
Michael.
my favorite.
You should watch him and Gavin do their stuff together.
Oh God. Michael absolutely hates Kevin.
They do a show together. It's really great.
Hey, Michael, you and Gavin are going to do a show. Fuck! I can see it now.
Did you ever watch the Minecraft games way back when?
They've
Let's
been
Plays.
doing some newer ones called Sky Factory. I've watched like highlights of it.
They used to like way back, like I was in middle school or high school or something. They used
Like
to
when it
do
first came out?
Yeah, it was like Let's Play Minecraft, and like they would make Jeff would create like a Minecraft game like inside the Minecraft game.
Yeah.
And they would play, and then whoever like won would get a Tower of Pimps, a golden Tower of Pimps, and it was just 4 golden blocks on a piece of obsidian.
There's an episode where Gavin was writing his name on it, and he wrote gay. Because he thought they're like, what the fuck is this?
Imagine the guy who made that and now, like...
He's retired. Microsoft bought it.
Yeah, Microsoft bought it for so much. He's just like, sure, why not? And now Microsoft has made it amazing.
Yeah.
Like, my roommate he bought an Oculus, and he was playing Minecraft VR last night.
Pretty cool. So that's what games we want as sequels.
Minecraft 2.
We went through a lot of fucking tangents tonight. Well, that's going to wrap up episode 17 of Wait, What Are We Talking About, the podcast. You can watch live over on twitch.tv/Enigma9011, like some people are doing right now, like Shonen111, Rainbow Kaleidoscope, Pancake Bay, and Lady Killer Bunny. Join in on the chat, join in the discussion, things like that. And maybe we'll do a viewer topic if there's low numbers of us. But thank you guys for hanging out. You can check this out later, a little bit condensed on youtube.com, searching Enigma9011. Enigma. I'd like to thank John and Billy for joining me today. Remember, you can join us on the Twitch channel Monday through Saturday. We're